there are ways that we can kind of, I don't know, sort of future-proof our future, so to speak, aren't there? And sort of just make things a bit easier for us and our family.
Yes, so from my point of view at Man Benham, it's taking the steps now to put in place appropriate documents to help you. The first one would be getting a list of your assets in order. It doesn't have to be full ins and outs of amounts and bank account details, but having a general idea of where everything is. Therefore, if you did lose capacity suddenly, people know where to start looking. But following on from that is then putting in place an appropriate will. People may already have wills in place, but even following a diagnosis, just to check and make sure that it's still doing what you want it to do. Because as with any diagnosis of anything, it does then focus your mind that you may not be able to change this in the future. And then really the final 2 points would be putting in place an advanced decision, which is a health and welfare document. We don't have health and welfare powers of attorney on the Isle of Man yet. They are coming. They are due to come shortly, but we don't know when. The law was passed recently this year, but there is no set date for when the actual powers of attorney will come in for your health and welfare. But an advanced decision is sometimes known as a living will. It will set out your wishes for health decisions, turning on and off support machines, consents to medical treatments, but also dietary requirements. Are you vegan, vegetarian? Do you have any religious beliefs that you want adhered to? And then the main one that affects most people on a daily basis is a power of attorney for your finances. So I think we spoke earlier, say Martin Lewis has mentioned that it's never too early to get one in place.
Well, he's just done a really big piece about this, hasn't he? Because it's one of those things that I think people are maybe quite reluctant about or nervous about because they feel like it's giving up control, but it's not quite that, is it?
No, you still can do everything yourself. So I have a power of attorney where my wife and my dad are my attorneys. You can appoint up to 4 people, but I still do everything myself, but they're there to help me should I need it. So if I was on holiday this summer and I had got stuck in Greece because it's set on fire, or I think Iceland's about to erupt again with another storm of an ash cloud, then your power of attorney can be put in place for those purposes. Or even if you lived on Bray Hill yesterday and you didn't want to risk going down an ice rink, so you can send somebody else to town to do your banking for you, or to pay the bill, or to speak to the treasury, or whoever it might be. And it's all about appointing people you trust at the end of the day.
It's all very sensible. It just sounds like common sense, but it's one of those things that I think because there is that sort of confusion about it, and the fact we don't talk about these things, because we don't talk about them, we don't quite understand them. But actually, if we talked about them more, then we'd have more of a comprehension and actually be able to set ourselves up and future-proof ourselves.
Yeah, it's very sensible. I always say it's akin to having in place home insurance or car insurance. You have it there just in case you drop the iron, or just in case a pipe bursts. This is for your life. You have a will there to take into account what happens after you've died, but if you were to lose capacity suddenly, you need somebody there that you trust to be able to do it, because without it, you've got difficulties. I think is the easiest way to say.
Well, it's all very important stuff, and obviously that is something Man Benham can help you with, but also you can help the Alzheimer's Society by getting involved in Elf Day, which is what we're talking about today as well. And obviously you guys are raising money, so it's not too late, is it, for people to get involved with Elf Day?
No, you can go to the Alzheimer's Society website. There is downloadable packs on there, and also a link to the Just Giving page. £50 or £100 will man one person at the Alzheimer's Society desk for an hour. So that's really how little is needed to be raised.
And that'll make a massive difference.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can do bake sales, you can dress up, which is what Patrick's done today. He's brought his best Elfias in, looking very dashing. And you can do that. You can go to Alzheimer's webpage, as Patrick said there, and get involved, help raise some money for this. So what are you actually doing on Wednesday itself?
I will be conducting the Dementia Friends session at Man Benham.
Fantastic. Well, it's lovely to chat with you. Thanks for bringing your elf in.
Thank you.
And all the best raising money for such a great cause. If you want to find out more, you can go to the Alzheimer's website. And where do they need to go if they want to find out more about things like power of attorney, Patrick?
If they just go to the Man Benham website.
Yeah, get all the information there. Many thanks for being in, and have a lovely Christmas. Hopefully you feel even more festive now.
Thank you.